All right, guys, today I'm making a video on breastfeeding tips for the new mother or for any mother. Things that I've learned over the course of breastfeeding 5 babies. I hope that you can learn something. If you like it, please like it. If you think you know someone who could benefit from this video, don't forget to share it. All right, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips for working mothers. All right, tip number 1, latch that baby on whenever he or she wakes up. This is going to help with many things. Number 1, it feeds the baby. That's the most important thing as the baby's born and growing. He eats, poops, and sleeps. So number 1, it feeds the baby, latching him on. It also promotes skin-to-skin contact, and that is good for so many reasons. It helps the baby feel close and comfortable. It helps regulate baby's body temperature. You're talking to the baby gets lots of smiling faces looking down at him, and it just really encourages that bonding between mother and baby. It also helps you to establish your milk supply, and it keeps it up every time that baby stirs, which is going to be pretty often, especially in the first few weeks. Just put the boob in his mouth. That milk supply will get that demand, and it will keep itself up. So if you're worried about your milk supply, latch that baby on whenever he stirs. Finally, it also helps to limit crying. As we are tired, we just had a baby, we do not want to hear crying. When we hear crying, we probably will start crying ourselves, okay? We are so stressed out in the beginning weeks and days. So latch that baby on. It will limit his crying. He'll feel safe and comfortable and warm, and he will be able to really bond with you. And so my tip, number 1, latch that baby on whenever he stirs. Even if he's not crying yet, even if he's not looking hungry, just latch him on, and chances are he will start suckling and he will start eating. Tip number 2 for breastfeeding is co-sleep if you can and if you feel comfortable doing it. Now remember, before you co-sleep, or bed share I should say, make sure that you haven't been drinking a lot of alcohol or smoking or doing other drugs that might bring you into a deeper, heavier sleep than normal, because we definitely want baby to be safe. Now, if you do know that you are being safe and that you feel comfortable co-sleeping with your baby, there are many different ways that can look like. Okay, you could bed share. That's what I do. I have the baby in my bed. I always sleep with him in the crook of my arm. Sometimes I turn, but I keep him very close to me, but I'm always aware. I'm a very light sleeper, so I feel comfortable having him with me, but I'm always aware of where he is at. Okay, you could also, co-sleeping could also look like room sharing. You might have the crib in your room. You might have a little sleeper right next to your bed. Now, this is helpful for many different reasons as well. It number 1, makes you feel comfortable. You know where your baby's at. You know he's going to be safe. It also helps him to hear your breathing, so he can hear you and feel your presence, maybe also smell you. So that helps to regulate his breathing as well. And finally, it's the easiest thing for breastfeeding. When it's in the middle of the night and you're tired, the last thing you want to do is walk down a long hallway to find him, feed him, put him away, especially in the cold months. So co-sleeping encourages breastfeeding. So I definitely recommend them. I feel like they go hand in hand together. So if you feel like it's safe, if you feel like it's something you would like to do, I encourage it and hope that you consider it if this is your first baby. Tip number 3, breastfeeding. The reason I love it so much is because it is free. You don't need anything besides yourself and the baby. So I definitely encourage breastfeeding. But if you do feel like you want to go out and purchase some gear, I do have some things that make breastfeeding easier for me that I want to share with you. So the first thing is nursing pads. When I was first introduced to nursing pads, I thought that there were only disposable kind. And so I would use them, but the plastic always drove me crazy. They would make me itch if it rubbed against my skin uncomfortably. And so only now with baby number 5 have I discovered washable nursing pads, reusable nursing pads. And I love them because I can just wash them, use them again, and they're so soft and comfortable to put against the nipple, especially when they're sore or being irritated in the beginning months of nursing. These absorb all of the milk. I've never had a leak through these, so I definitely recommend these. I bought a pack of 10, I think. I do usually only use one at a time. As I'm feeding the baby on one side, I put this on the other side so I don't leak through it when I'm at home to get that uncomfortable wetness. And then when I switch the baby, then I'll switch this and I'll just use the same one. And I'll even use these actually for multiple nursing sessions. I even use these for multiple days. It just depends how much I leak on it, how yucky it gets, if I feel like I need to wash it or not. When I'm out in public or when I go back to work in a couple months, I will be using both. If I start thinking about the baby, that can cause my breast to leak, and so I'll use two at the same time. Also, if I'm in public and I can't get to the baby fast enough, or if we're in the car, I will put two in, just so I don't end up with embarrassing leaks on my shirt if I can't get to the baby in time. The next item that I love, and it has multiple functions, which every mother, how can you go wrong when you can use one thing for many different ways, is baby blankets. I love these baby blankets specifically because they are so light. I had a baby in the summer months, so these are very light to cover and just provide that little bit of comfort if you just want something very thin to lay over your baby. It could also protect from mosquitoes. I love it. It lets air through. At the same time, these blankets are huge, so I actually use them as a nursing cover. For some reason, I just can't bring myself to buy a nursing cover. I don't like the idea of me going out, having to purchase something specifically just to please other people, just to cover up my own body when I'm doing something natural for my baby. So I'm all about letting mothers let the boob hang out and feed. I just, however, am not in a position myself to do that at this time with my family and our belief systems together. So anyway, when I'm out and about and I'm in a public place, I sometimes will take a baby blanket and I just tuck it under my bra strap so it holds it in nice and snug, and then I cover up this way. Then when I'm switching sides, I untuck it, I tuck it back in on this side, and it's a huge blanket. I could wrap it all the way behind me, all the way in front of me, and if I'm needing two hands down underneath, I can tuck in the other side on the other bra strap, and I just feed the baby under here. Now again, I love this because it's not just a nursing cover. You take it off and it's a baby blanket. I've even used baby blankets as scarves before if the wind is blowing. It's just, there's so many uses for a nice, huge baby blanket, and it lasts longer than those little kind of swaddler infant blankets that you get. One thing that is really necessary as you're nursing is a nursing bra. Now these are so easy, so helpful. And like I said, you don't really need it, but if you are wanting to get the basic materials for the basic necessities for nursing, a nursing bra is so helpful because all you do is it has a little latch. You just snap it up, unlatch the hook, and it brings your breast right out in the open. You just fold this down, your breast hangs out, feed the baby, feed the baby, feed the baby. Your other side's still up. When the baby's done, you just tuck that puppy right back up in there. And then if you switch the baby to the other side, then you come over here. You don't even have to lift your shirt up, nothing. Bring it down. I usually just stretch the neck of my shirt down as I'm feeding the baby. That way my stomach doesn't get cold, especially in the colder months. We're right now heading into the colder months, so I really value shirts that are stretchy around the neck. My tip number 3 for breastfeeding is to feed the baby on both sides. When I first started breastfeeding with my first baby, I read a book suggesting you could do either way, one side or both sides, and I really didn't know where to start because it didn't really, for me, give a solution to the dilemma of, okay, how do I start this? Over time, I've decided that I like best feeding on both sides because number one, it keeps the milk flow coming evenly through both breasts. They both get emptied. And I think that it also helps me to establish my milk supply and keep it going. I feel like when I just go on one side at a time, then one breast goes about every 4 hours until it's drained again. Whereas when I feed both sides at the same time, almost every 2 hours, they both get emptied. Sometimes every hour, sometimes even every half hour, depending on the baby's needs. So I feel like that is the best way to keep your milk supply up, keep it going for the longevity of a year plus. Really depends on what is your breastfeeding goal for how long you want to feed your baby. Also, subscribe to my channel for more videos and tips for working mothers or mothers on maternity leave and staying home.